Where are we?
Afton.
Who are you?
I'm Amber.
No, you're not.
VineyGirl on Hammocks.
And I'm Hillbilly Deluxe, and we're at Afton Alps. I was going to be going to the Porcupine State Forest this weekend for the Wisconsin frozen cheese hang or whatever the heck they call it, but push came to shove and I decided I'd spend the weekend, or at least the evening here at Afton Alps with my lovely bride. We got the Pulks. Entirely more gear than is necessary.
It's a luxury item.
Luxury item. Yeah, we got a lot of luxury items. We're having steak for dinner tonight. Steak and potatoes. I know, what kind of trail food is that? So anyway, we're gonna be tearing that up. We need to be going down that way. So yeah, we got snowshoes, our Pulks. We're gonna be going, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna walk around. It's like 11:30. Just got out here. And yeah, we're gonna go do some winter camping. They say it's 0 degrees, although I'm not sure. My hand's getting a little chilly, but look at my Pulk, it's tracking. I need a skeg. I need a fin or something. Anyway.
So we're on the trail, and Hillbilly has a malfunction.
Pulk problems.
Pulk problems.
Pulk pulling problems. Probably perpetuating themselves, possibly.
His beaner fell off.
My beaner! But it's back on now.
Don't you hate it when your beaner falls off?
I don't think this is appropriate for the children, honey.
I'm talking about the Pulk beaner.
You're a Pulk beaner.
Alright.
Alright.
Are you ready? I'm gonna get a new sled next week before the frozen butt hang, so I'm not carrying around a children's downhill sled. It was actually mine from when I was a kid. Nostalgia!
We had too much stuff with us anyways.
Way too much stuff.
But we're doing it for fun. We need testing gear.
Testing gear. And it's very nice. But the trails are groomed just perfect. I mean, we're not even using our snowshoes, which I'm kind of bummed.
Way bummed.
Maybe once we set up camp and everything, we'll start going down into this kind of stuff. Just kind of tromping around. There's a little itty bitty trail that goes all the way down to the creek down there. The crick.
Crick.
The crick.
The crick.
We've seen a couple of people up by the parking lot, and looked like they were heading out, so.
They gave us run of the place. They gave us a little card that says Site 6 on it, because I think that's the one I wanted, but they said pick whichever one you want.
I think we're the only ones out here. Yeah, it's nice down there. Is there open? There is open water. We're not going to be filtering though. We're going to be melting snow and boiling it. It's so pretty.
The water level must have dropped down there?
Yep.
The ice shelf fell.
It did.
Yeah. Couple of doe down there. I don't know if you can see them. They're right there under my finger. Thing about deer though, they blend in so well. They don't know what we are, so they haven't moved yet. There they go. Now they can see it for sure.
That's a fawn.
Might be a yearling.
One looks way
There's one right there. Hammocks! 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 Yay! And a view! Look at our view. That's the view we're going to be waking up to in the morning. See? Hammocks. View. I can say that I'm pleased with that.
Okay, don't tell him. But I'm eating all of the cheese curds. I'm eating them all. Cheese curds. And he is putting up the tarp. Cheese curds. And he's doing all the work. These are steaming. I'm trying.
Well, you're about straddling that fire. You sure you're not on fire?
I'm not on fire.
Let me see your knees.
It's all wet. They're wet. I'm not on fire, I promise.
Oh, that's good. We got a fire, little one. I'm going to get wood.
Hey, wood.
Because you can't gather it here at Afton. You got to go up that little trail there and way over that way somewhere. And they got piles of wood for you. So yeah, we're going to make that a rager. We are staying at Site 6. I'm off to go get some wood for the fire so we can have some Bear Creek cheese and broccoli soup. Yep, that's right. Cheese and broccoli soup with chicken. The Bear Creek cheese and broccoli soup. That's what that is. And then I got some like Star-Kissed or whatever it's called. Packet chicken stuff. It's not dehydrated, but it's like, you know, comes in a packet. Packet chicken. Got the Pulk pulling. Gonna put some wood in there so I don't have to carry it by hand because it's a bit of a jaunt. Not too far, not too bad from Site 6, but it's a nice little walk. Gorgeous land out here though. I mean, it's pretty. Luckily, I think we're on the other side of the hill from Afton Alps, so we haven't really heard them over their loudspeakers yet. We'll see. Another nice thing is we're kind of down a hill, so we're sort of out of the wind there. I don't know. I'll come back to you. One of the nice things about if you're camping in Minnesota at Afton State Park, is you can't go gather wood from the woods. I don't know why. And you got to get it from this mess over here. At least they give you saws and sawhorses. And if you're doing it in the winter, you can bring a Pulk, some bungees. Carry a lot more. In the summertime and fall and stuff, you're pretty much stuck carrying it by hand, and that can get tedious. So, anyway, back over yonder, back to camp.
My pot cover looks like a nipple.
What? Say that again?
My pot cover looks like a nipple. A really cold one.
Yeah, it's a nipple.
Oh, my wood's smoking!
We got some water on the boil. Oh no, she's gonna burn her nipple. We got some water boiling up. We're gonna make, well, actually it's not really boiling, that's clean water there. Oh no, get it, quick! She's dropping stuff.
It's freaking hot. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Causing a ruckus. We're gonna make some hot coffee and hot cocoa while Amber burns her nipple. VineyGirl burns her nipple. We need to come up with a new name for you. Look at that water. Grimy. It hasn't even been boiled yet. But my wife came up with an idea. We're gonna take that water after, before we boil it, and we're gonna run it through a handkerchief so we can filter out a bunch of that schmutz. Because there's hair in there and all kinds of things. Hair. Most of
This is what we just filtered out of that water. Yeah.
But now we got nice fresh water. All we gotta do now is
Boil it.
let's get on it. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
There's dinner.
Dinner.
Not good steak, but steak nonetheless. What else you got, honey?
I have 4 cheese potatoes.
Yeah, 4 cheese. And I got chipotle bacon, something or another, potatoes.
With cheese.
With cheese. And we got cheese. Yeah.
Of the curd kind.
Cheese of the curd kind. We're eating good. We doing it up.
In the neighborhood.
Yeah. We were gonna do that stuff. But yeah, it got a little later than we got out here later than we were expecting, and then yeah, it's just time's flying by, so yeah, we probably just save that for the frozen butt hang and do it up there. So we're having steak and potatoes tonight with some cheese curds, and we got bacon and eggs for the morning. Boiling up water, keeping it going. I love it out here. Out in these woods. You know, when you in Siberia, like we are now, you eat good meats, good potatoes, and the cheese of curds. But not like the Kurdish people, they don't make cheese like we do. We do it real good, where it's squeaky on your teeth if you have some. Hillbilly Deluxe, I am toothless, I've got no teeth. But I do got good cheese curds that squeak along my gums. What we doing?
We're gonna go sneak up on a deer.
Yeah! Deer! Doot, 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 doot,
Okay, that's not sneaking. Shut up.
doot. Oh, it's not sneaking? I thought it was. Okay, get. We'll come back when we're closer. It's a really big doe. Easily 150, maybe 200 pounds. We're downwind of him right now, so he can't hear us or smell us. I mean, we're downwind, he can't hear us. He keeps looking this way, he's not sure what to do. He's kind of out in the clearing right now, so he's feeling a bit exposed. Come on. We got pretty close, maybe within 40 yards, 30 yards, something like that. If I had a 30-06 and it was hunting season, I'd have been all right.
I was gonna say that. I'd have my first deer.
You would. I'd have had a meat full of freezer, a freezer full of meat. But
have venison steak for dinner instead of beef.
But yeah, that was pretty cool. I love seeing that kind of stuff. When I got to Lebanon Hills, nobody hunts out there ever. Like, I don't ever think them deer have ever even seen or heard a gun go off or ever been hunted by anything. So they go out there, you pull up right next to them on your bike and they just like look at you. I mean, you could be within feet from them. But anyway, that was fun. Back to food, back to steak, back to what we were doing. Yeah, buddy. I know, look at that. Yes, that's a full-size frying pan there, folks. Can you believe it? It's ridiculous.
It's lightweight.
That's hillbilly food right there. Look at that. Steak and bacon. Steak and bacon. Great idea. We are doing steak and bacon. I love steak and bacon. Big wild boar. Actually, little farm-raised piglet. But either way, very tasty.
And a steak. And this is how I eat the steak.
That's a classy broad right there.
I'm dripping blood everywhere. I'm gonna call in all the coyotes.
Nice.
Oh, it's gonna be sweet.
Steak and bacon in a dirty pan.
That's the way I like it.
That's good stuff right there. But anyway, it's America. We can do that here in America. I'm gonna make the fire big now.
Because we trucked in.
Look how much wood we brought in. Look at this.
Sleds worth of wood.
It's ridiculous. We brought in so much wood down here. We might not get through all of it, but we're gonna get through a good portion of it because you know what? They charged me $4.50 for it. I mean, granted, somebody comes out here and cuts it. So yeah, we're gonna have ourselves a fire, make it big, eat this steak, make that big, and enjoy the evening.
Honey, what are you doing with the frying pan?
I'm gonna throw it into a tree.
We're using a frying pan as our weight so we can hang our food. This part of camping isn't necessarily the most gracious aspect.
I ain't a cowboy, I'm a hillbilly. It's different. It slipped.
Sure, it slipped. Why don't you back up so you can get a good angle on it? Yay! Food.
All right, guys, we got a massive sock drying operation underway next to the fire. That's a pile of socks there, pile of socks there. Bare feet.
And these are some nice and warm tootsies.
Almost too hot. Yep, this is how we do in Minnesota, just to let everybody know, you guys down south, you ain't got nothing on us. Woof. Middle of winter, and we hang out in bare feet. And what? America. Alright guys, we're all tucked in into the bed. Into the hammock, as it were. I am here. She is right there. There you go. Do you got any fine words of wisdom? Any fine words of wisdom there, VineyGirl?
Dry your socks by the fire.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting a little claustrophobic because I had so many layers on, so I took my jacket off, my jacket liner, and I'm using it as a pillow.
Good job.
Which is nice.
Anything else?
No.
Say goodnight, Amber.
Good night, Amber.
She's so witty.
Good morning. It is 8:40. That's 12 hours, 13 hours laying around in a hammock. Yeah. We are not going to be doing coffee from the hammock this morning because, well, for one, it's a little crowded in here. So, number two, I gotta make some eggs and bacon. So I'm gonna get on that and then get on some boiling water. There is a wifey in there somewhere. See, look there, moves. There she is. Good morning.
Oh my gosh, it's so bright.
So yeah, let's get on breakfast.
Another thing is last night I was trying to wake you up, honey, but the coyotes were going crazy. It was awesome. They were howling. There was probably about 10 of them. It was nuts. They were really far away though. I wish that they were a little bit closer. But yeah, they were going crazy. Alright, so this morning I'm making my coffee on my fancy feast stove that I made. And I'm having Taster's Choice, single guy. And my husband says that you have to use 2 to get any real good coffee flavor. But I'm going to put one of those in, and then I'm going to do one of these Land O'Lakes coffee cocoa classic things, French vanilla. And I'm going to put it in there. And that is my remnants from last night when I had my coffee cocoa mix. Yummo!
Bacon and eggs is awesome. Look at it. Mmm. I'll take that every morning. Campfire made bacon and eggs. So we're out of water. So we're trying to melt some down. But luckily, I didn't realize it, but Afton, they got a well here. I knew that, but I didn't think they kept it open year round. I thought they might close it up for the winter or shut it down for the winter. But apparently it's open. So after we get things packed up here, we're going to hike over there and get some water for the hike out of here. We haven't even started packing up yet. We're still doing breakfast. It's been like an hour and a half. We've been putzing around with water and breakfast. But I got basically what amounts to cappuccino, bacon, and eggs. I'm a happy man. I got extra bacon, more bacon to eat. Amber's gonna make some hard-boiled eggs for herself. Good eating, good food, good food! There's deer everywhere out here, Lonnie. Deer everywhere. All of a sudden my wife goes, I thought we were gonna die. Thought there was a man with a gun. But no, it was just a deer with a tail. Okay, so we put these in race car mode. There goes Amber. Totally in race car mode, the way I can have my pole set out. And we're just flying down the hill. We gotta catch up though, she's running off without us. We even got somebody we don't know skating down the same way. You said, I hope you said absolutely. It's the best way to be. Whee! Ah! Ah! I can't do it with the...
We didn't have snowshoes on.
Maybe.
Look at her, she's digging her heels home.
Yeah, I'm sure it's easier without the snowshoes in.
I'm thinking my boat jumps, they don't bend them.
What do you think, honey?
I think I'm gonna be late for work, but I think it's totally worth it.
Oh, that looks like a big one. Alright guys, we're gonna try and pin you in here. I'm gonna try and pin you in here the best I can. Oh, we're gonna go sideways a little bit. I'll try and flip this for you guys. Oh! I don't want to go over this too fast. Oh. Heads up, Amber! Ah! Heads up, Amber! Look out! I can't stop! Woo! Well, she survived. I survived. I hope you could see a lot of that. I don't know how much you could see. You were strapped to my chest, but that was awesome. Hillbilly Deluxe, VineyGirl, racing at Afton State Park on the Pulk sleds, baby. Woo! We survived. That was a big walk up that hill, huh?
Yes.
And we helped the older lady.
We helped her. She had a sled just like mine, and she didn't have like the poles on there, so she was having a really hard time.
And how old was she?
She was 65.
Yeah, it slid down the hill.
Yeah, she said that her husband thought that she was crazy, which is okay.
We told her
It's okay to be crazy.
to tell him, absolutely, we're all nuts.
Yep, and she lost a couple of things. She didn't have a tarp. I'm guessing that she had a tent, but yeah. So hopefully she'll be alright coming back.
Yep, so we're at the car. We're gonna get packed up. We gotta get Amber to work because she's running late. Probably would have been there on time if we didn't.
I have to work in 20 minutes.
But we had to help that older lady, dude. We were concerned. So we're gonna get out of here. We will see you guys next time. Hillbilly Deluxe and
VineyGirl!
we're out this